crazy Scorpion drama is happening in Mortal Kombat 1 right now. People really hate this character right now. I don't think Scorpion has ever been more hated in any Mortal Kombat game. Specifically, people hate fighting against him. But why is that? Why do players suddenly hate fighting Scorpion so much? The character spent the entire first year of this game being low tier, but now players are raging about him. I want to get to the bottom of this mystery. So today, let's find out why Scorpion is hated so much. And let me know in the comments, which Mortal Kombat 1 character do you hate fighting the most? Also, if you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like down below, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss any awesome Mortal Kombat 1 content. Now, without any further ado, let's begin. I asked everyone on Twitter why they hate Scorpion, and these were the most popular responses. I personally hate Scorpion Pharah more than any other combo in the game. No skill, just grab combos and endless mix-ups. I also don't think any Scorpion player has a forward button on their controller. Possible group of inbreds. Oh, we're starting off spicy in this video. I wasn't joking when I said people hate fighting this character. They really hate him. But with that said, most of this comment is true. Scorpion does get good combos off his back throw, and his regular combos do good damage too, and thanks to his spear, any long combo can end with a forced mix-up situation. A big shout out to Diff on YouTube, because I'm going to be using his footage for most of this video, since he is the Scorpion YouTuber. I don't think anybody would argue that. In just a couple of matches, I found footage of every single complaint in these tweets. First up, we have the back throw combo, which does around 25%, which is not bad, and it's consistent. You can do it on mid-screen or the corner. But then we have the Pharah mix-ups. Scorpion can end any combo with spear into 3-3 and then cancel into Pharah for a forced mix-up situation. The opponent can't jump away or interrupt this. They have to guess or go for an armor attack. But don't forget about the command grab. Pharah's got a command grab, so now after every 2-1, if you block that string from Scorpion, he can just do Pharah command grab, and it's a mix-up every single time. But time for tweet number 2. Walk back, use cameo, throw random spear, a bunch of MK Javier clones. Yeah, sometimes that does happen with the character, especially if their moveset is more limited, or if there's an obviously optimal way to play them, and MK Javier has been playing Scorpion forever. Even back when he was low tier, this guy was winning with Scorpion, so the formula was there. And as a result, when Scorpion gets buffed and everyone starts playing him, they're gonna be copying how Javier does things. But I want to focus on two parts of this tweet: the walk back and the random spears. Scorpion players do walk back a lot because of his back 3. It hits low and has fantastic range, which makes it perfect for whiff punishing. If your opponent throws out any button, you can catch them with back 3 and win every time, but don't forget about that YOLO teleport. That also works super well, so Scorpion at range is very powerful. It makes sense why they back up a lot. Then finally, we have the random spear. If this thing lands, Scorpion gets a full combo, and if spaced correctly, it's difficult for some characters to punish, so it makes sense that Scorpion players will throw out spear at random times just to see if it works. But sometimes it's not random, because the spear is great for whiff punishing. If your opponent throws something out and misses, you can catch them with the spear and get a full combo. It works every time. As you can see, Scorpion is hard to handle, and we'll discuss this drama more after a quick sponsor. Let me talk to you about the PXN controller, because it's going to change how you play video games. First, we have the Hall Effect joystick and trigger. We're talking dual Hall Effect magnetic joysticks with 1000 Hz polling rate, and dual Hall Effect linear triggers with 0.5mm trigger precision. But then we have the support trigger travel switch. I'm talking 2-stage trigger lock from 0 to 255 adjustable travel. Then we have the linear trigger mode suitable for racing games like Forza Horizon 5 or just long travel games like truck simulators. Or if you prefer, there's the fast trigger mode suitable for shooting games like Marvel Rivals or Call of Duty. Then last but certainly not least, we have 4 macro buttons on the back. Each one of these buttons on the back can record up to 32 different actions. Or if you prefer, they have a turbo function as well. Who doesn't love turbo? However, one of my biggest issues with controllers is what they're compatible with. Don't worry, the PXN controller can do it all. This bad boy is compatible with PC, Switch, Android, iOS, and vehicle systems. It can be wired or Bluetooth if you prefer. Me personally, I'm a big Bluetooth guy. I hate wires. As you can see, the PXN controller is incredible. It's perfect for gaming, so do yourself a favor and check it out today with my link down below in the pinned comment and video description. If you're a diehard gamer, especially when it comes to shooters, you want to pick up this controller. Okay, on to tweet number 3. Maybe because he's running away every game and spins a bar for ignoring neutral. He controls the entire map. He definitely means EX Air Teleport. This thing allows Scorpion to close the gap instantly and forces an overhead in most situations. And if that overhead lands, you get a full combo, but even if it's blocked, it's guaranteed plus frames, which leads into the 2-1 Pharah mix-up, overhead, low, or possible command grab. Though with that said, I think spamming down 1 beats 2 of those situations. It interrupts the command grab and also interrupts the overhead, which has armor, but you can just down 1 and then block, so it still works. I think only low Pharah toss works against that situation. It can't be down 1'd out of because it's too fast, but I'm just saying if you're forced into that situation, down 1 can beat 2 of those 3 mix-up options. Even so, Scorpion's air teleport has always been a menace. Even back when he was low tier, that was the one great thing about Scorpion. He could YOLO EX air teleport and just force a situation. It was crazy good. Next up we have Jacob with a pretty fair and reasoned tweet. Constant presence in Kombat League, so you keep fighting him often. His players have no strategy. 2-1 Pharah, back 3 Pharah, back grab Pharah. If Pharah fails, then they go to Jax, and Jax in my opinion is just as brain dead because he's always going to get a ground pound off of death spin. I can sense the anger in this tweet, but he's not wrong. Almost everything Jacob talks about in this tweet is real. 2-1 is Scorpion's best whiff punish, and it combos into Spear or Pharah to give him a mix-up option. Then we have back 3 Pharah and back throw Pharah, which was mentioned earlier. All of these options are great, but I love that Jacob mentions Jax, because Jax was the cheap option before Pharah got released, because Scorpion could do any string into death spin and then call out Jax, which would cause both players to get hit, but the opponent takes more damage, so you can just keep doing this over and over again, and Jax's ground pound combined with the chip damage from death spin would eventually defeat the opponent. We saw this even at EVO, the highest level of competition in the world, and we still saw these shenanigans with Scorpion and Jax, so make no mistake, it is powerful despite how easy and cheap it is. It's also a good point that people play Scorpion a lot because he is the face of the series, but now he's good, which means even people who didn't play him for the popularity factor are now playing him because he's a top tier character and they want to get those wins. It's dangerous in both directions, right? As a player, you're fighting Scorpions because he's popular, but also because he's good, so a lot of Scorpions online all the time. Next up is LNO Tony. He dictates neutral too hard due to his ability to walk back and rely on cameos and fish for Spear. It's risky to throw out anything versus him due to the threat of back 3, Spear, or teleport. He also does a ton of damage without any effort, very annoying character to fight with a life lead. Listen, I love Scorpion and I think it's fair that he's finally top tier, but there's not any lies in this tweet. When Scorpion gets the life lead, he can't just walk back and force a whiff punish all the time. If you make any mistakes, teleport, back 3, or Spear can catch you for a full punish. Mortal Kombat 1 is not exactly a neutral kind of game. Plenty of characters can close that gap easily, but I think Scorpion's the scariest because he ends up behind you, which makes him really difficult to counter. Next up we have Dak. I'd rather play against a walkback Scorpion and random Spears than the zoning and walkback fools. I have no gripe against Scorpion. Scorpion and Pharah is a different story, and that's honestly the $1 million statement right there. Before Pharah got released, Scorpion was just okay. He got some new moves that made him better and less risky, but I don't think anybody would have called him top tier until Pharah got here, because Pharah and Scorpion go together like peanut butter and jelly. It's just like Sub-Zero and Chameleon. They're made for each other. So if NetherRealm nerfs Pharah in any way going forward with this game, it's gonna nerf Scorpion too, because as of right now, that's his only cameo character if you want to dominate. Scorpion and Chameleon is also fine, but Scorpion Pharah guarantees every situation that Scorpion wants. He doesn't have to wait for Chameleon to change to the right form, right? Because Pharah's got her default form. Next up we have DE. It's really just the running. Other than that, you gotta play very patient with him and micro duck for the most part. Yeah, micro ducking does work pretty well against Scorpion because 2-1 is his best string. You can duck that. His back throw is a great mix-up, but you can duck that too. And I think ducking also works on Pharah's throw as well, but I could be wrong about that. Feel free to correct me in the comments, but I think you can duck the Pharah grab, which is why micro ducking can work well. But once again, we see the running away complaint, and real quick, I want to gripe about this too, because it's not just Scorpion. I hate wave dashing backwards in this game, and I prefer it in Mortal Kombat X when backdashing costs stamina, and you could only do it twice before it had to refill. That was awesome, because I think Mortal Kombat is best when it's an in-your-face aggressive fighter. It's Mortal Kombat. It's all about that violence and engagement. But in Mortal Kombat 1, it really is easy to wave dash backwards and just force space all the time, and the cameo gives you space too. It's really annoying. If there's one complaint that I definitely have for Mortal Kombat 1, it is the running away. I think it kills the hype and makes it way less enjoyable from a spectator standpoint. Or in other words, for the next Mortal Kombat game, I want the run button to return. It seems like the only way NetherRealm knows how to combat all the zoning is with a run button. But alright everyone, to end this video, we have Diff himself, the Scorpion YouTuber himself. I don't think any other YouTuber is better known for playing Scorpion than this man right here. which is why I want to end today's video with his tweets, and he has two. Javier clone is crazy because it implies that throwing a football is a Tom Brady clone, or kicking a ball is a Messi clone. There is an optimal way to play. Why wouldn't every player try to do that with their main? That being said, Scorpion is easy to play compared to other top tiers, which is a fantastic point. Other top tiers are better than Scorpion, but they may require a bit more work, whereas Scorpion has a pretty clear game plan. If you're up close, 2-1 into mix-up. If you're mid-screen, back 3 into Pharah. If you're full screen, EX air teleport to force the overhead and get guaranteed pressure into another mix-up. And if you combo the opponent, another free mix-up. Or if you're up close, throw the opponent for Pharah and another mix-up after that. I'm not a Scorpion main, and even I've noticed that that's how you play him. If you're up close and can't land anything, you can go for chip damage or go for the back throw and force mix-ups that way. But then we have tweet number 2. He stomps at every level of play because he doesn't take a ton of skill to make it work at a usable level. Most players are casuals, thus you have your answer. You see less Havoc, Sindel, and Kinshi and Noob in the lower ranks because their game plans aren't as straightforward. Yeah, once again, I agree, except for Sindel. I think her game plan is very straightforward, but I agree that she's probably tougher to do execution-wise than Scorpion is. Once you memorize the combo for his back throw, I can't think of any high execution stuff with Scorpion. But with that also said, Scorpion's not a free win because he's not the top tierest of the top tiers. He's great, but he's not fantastic. And that's proven by the fact that so many players are using him the same way as MK Javier. That could likely be the only way to get wins with this character, is with that specific formula. If you try anything different with Scorpion and try to mix up his gameplay and make it more unique, you're likely going to win less, which I think is proof that Scorpion is not a guaranteed win. He requires that specific formula. And even then, let's be real, a pro player is going to stomp you if you're too predictable. Because I can't think of one high-level tournament that Scorpion has won recently, and that's the truth. There may be some Scorpions in top 8, but even that's really rare. So at the highest level of play, Scorpion can get predictable. At the casual level though, he's very good. Just like Natara is very good at the casual level too. But alright everyone, there you have it. Players are mad at Scorpion lately in Mortal Kombat 1, there's drama everywhere, and now you know the reason why. He's very annoying to fight against for all the reasons stated in this video. But with that said, remember to always hate the character and not the player. It's not their fault that they enjoy this character or that the character is good. So don't direct your anger at the players, direct your anger at the character, and maybe kindly ask the developers for some nerfs or balance adjustments here and there. But okay everyone, thanks for watching today's video, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below, it helps the channel out a ton, and then finish that combo by subscribing and ringing that bell so you never miss any future videos. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.